everyone, and welcome here to the Monster Factory Professional Wrestling pre-show for On 11. We are live alongside the Silencer, Chaz Williams. Welcome back.
Hey, Burgundy, it's great to be back, and I got to tell you, what better night, what better way to start off the action than with this MFPW pre-show. We have turned it up to 11. We are on 11, and that means anything goes. I can't wait.
Weighing 185 pounds, on you guys,
We are geared up for tonight here, and we've got some opening action, a couple of debuts here at the MFPW. You briefly mentioned it, or at least part of it. I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we have in the ring, we have Vinny Taleta and Brian Morris, the new guy.
I'll tell you what, Burgundy, in my absence, it looks like a lot has changed here in the MFPW, and changed for the better. We got two fresh young upstarts in the ring, locked up, and it's going to be interesting to see where tonight goes.
Well, you saw Taleta coming out with the Greek-lettered jersey, and you see the Greek letters on the trunks and knee pads.
Burgundy, it's all Greek to me. All I know is the world of sports entertainment and professional wrestling, and that's what these two fine young athletes are here to do. Prove tonight that they have what it takes to be among the best here in the MFPW.
And the new guy, Brian Morris, so he's certainly upped his aggressiveness as of late. As a couple of months ago, at that point he was still on ring crew, and he was brought into the ring and had an impromptu match against now former MFPW Girls Champion Gabby Ortiz, and she was able to dispatch him rather quickly, and that kind of lit a fire under him.
Yeah, well, you know what? Speaking of fire, he's going to need to put some heat on his opponent here tonight. I mean, he was able to kick out there, but from what I've been hearing and the rumblings backstage and in the locker room, Burgundy, is that perhaps he lost in record time here in the MFPW. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. What was it, like 100 seconds? He lost to Gabby Ortiz?
It was just over a minute and a half, yes.
All right, well, he's definitely got a lot to prove here tonight. With that being said, and as a man who prides himself, speaking for myself, I would take great insult in knowing that happened, and I would be doing everything and anything to prove my worth here in the MFPW.
Well, and he certainly has here. He's got this standing side headlock, and you see Taleta just muscling him away.
Seems relatively unimpressed. Looking like he just kind of shook it off there. And I'll tell you what, Burgundy, one of the things that's amazing about the MFPW is you never know what to expect. In the blink of an eye, the complexity of a match can change, and now we're starting to see some of that aggression, some of that fire that you were talking about.
Well, and also a little bit of that amateur wrestling background that Vinny Taleta has. As you saw the single leg takedown there, tried for a Boston Crab, but Morris able to roll out of it and now into the side headlock. Now over to the far side here, shoulder tackle.
Morris goes down hard. And I'm telling you, Burgundy, we have called countless matches here in the MFPW. He needs to turn that aggression on to 11 if he wants to win this match tonight.
Well, ducks the clothesline there, and perhaps that arrogance getting the best of him as, well, trying for the O'Connor roll, misses there, and now a huge hip toss.
Huge indeed, Burgundy. And this is what we're talking about. In the blink of an eye, the complexity of the match can change, and usually does here in the MFPW.
Oh, a drop kick right on the button.
I'll tell you what, Burgundy, you said this kid started off on ring crew, and now he's showing off his moves in the middle of the squared circle. Hey, man, I'm rather impressed.
Well, for Taleta, I mean, he told me he's been wrestling for about 4 years now, and he was looking at this match as an opportunity to kind of do unto Brian Morris as was done unto him in his early days, Taleta's that is, as a wrestler. Almost like a a senior in high school trying to pick on the freshman to make up for when he was picked on as a freshman.
Yeah, it just sounds like the kid's got a chip on his shoulders, if you ask me. I mean, you take a look at Morrison. You said he started off as ring crew. He's here trying to build a name for himself, trying to prove to the MFPW family, to the MFPW crowd, that he has what it takes to compete amongst the best at the highest level. And then you got this guy coming in with a chip on his shoulder. Taleta, I mean, it just sounds like sour grapes to me, Burgundy.
Just a little bit, and now we've got a chase going on the outside of the ring here, and well, able to duck the clothesline, and knee right into the bread basket. Quick hook of the leg, 2-0.
Wow. Ooh, big clubbing forearm to the back, Burgundy. Ask him if he thinks Morris has it. Well, what exactly is it, right? It's determination, a will to succeed. Oh.
Apparently a boot in the chest, although that's at least what he got, whether he wanted it or not.
Yeah, well, the referee needs to gain a little bit of control in this match, if you ask me. You see Morris tied up in those ropes there.
Oh, and now going after the shoulder as well, the left shoulder of Brian.
Ooh! Right into the sternum, Burgundy. We can hear that all the way here at the commentator's table, and I'll tell you, man, there is no love lost when it comes to Taleta taking the fight to Morris.
Yeah, Vinny Taleta now with some shoulders here to the midsection.
You say Taleta, I say Taleta. Tomato, tomato, Burgundy.
Let's call the whole thing off. Now trying to get Brian Morris up to the top rope, and another right hand. Morris looks dazed. Thinks better of it here, and goes for the suplex.
I take back those previous statements, Burgundy. That was rather impressive. This guy matters too, and no! Morris able to kick out. Well,
Taleta in control, but needs to maintain that control, and now a slap to the face, and Morris having nothing of it. We mentioned earlier not liking the kind of thrashing that was given to him by Gabby, and that's going to set him apart here. Now ducking the clothesline, pace quickening. What a clothesline here from Morris.
Morris looking hungry. Morris looking like he's ready to fight, but wait a minute, Burgundy. Oh! Spine driven right into the knee. Oh, no! Oh!
The Uranagi from the backbreaker. He calls that the Philly.
Philly, no! Well, we're just a hop, skip, and jump away from Philly. Burgundy, I think that Morris is feeling the effects of that maneuver.
He most certainly is. Trying to struggle to get to his feet here.
Morris, you can see the damage has been done. As Taleta now just again going right back to driving those feet into the sternum, into the solar plex. Burgundy, if your man can't breathe, he can't fight.
Now getting the wind in and out, that is certainly a huge part of competition here. Anywhere, not just here in the squared circle, but especially here in the squared circle.
There's the cover, Burgundy. Nope.
That lateral press didn't hook the leg.
Taleta did not hook the leg, Burgundy. And again, that is a crucial decision that a professional, you talk about this guy's got some experience. You think he'd go for the hook of the leg. Nice snapmare takeover, and now, again, just cutting off the air supply of Morris.
Well, I think that just comes with Taleta. I mean, he looks like he just walked out of a fraternity, basically, and I think he's taking the new guy lightly.
Yeah, and the chip on his shoulder proves that, and clubbing forearm again to the back. Referee needs to check to make sure that he's not going for a blatant chokehold there.
Okay, he's got that sleeper in there, but that forearm pretty high underneath the chin.
Yeah. Morris now
referee right there.
Drives the head to the mat. And you got to believe it's just a matter of mere seconds before Taleta's got this one. No! And again, Morris kicks out, Burgundy.
I don't know if that was necessarily instinct or if it was just that hand draped across the cheek and face, almost just a little paint brushing in a sense along with that cover, and that seems to have lit a little bit of another fire here in Brian Morris. Back suplex!
Ooh. I'll tell you what, man, I am really, really, really high on this kid Morris right now. He is showing heart. He is showing determination. He is proving to us here tonight that he wants to fight. He wants to build a name for himself. And what better place to do it when we're on 11 Burgundy? Pre-show action. Oh!
Well, he got the side kick, but you can see both men taking a great deal of punishment here.
Well, if it's one thing this Paulsboro crowd knows a little bit about, it's punishment, as both men slow to make it to their feet. Oh!
You can see since that side kick, Taleta's just been a little bit off. That's neck breaker.
Swinging neck breaker. And we talked about instinct, Burgundy. I don't know if it's instinct. I don't know if he's just been putting time in and out of the ring to better himself. But Morris is looking like $1,000,000. Oh! Drives that forearm right into the face of Taleta.
Oh, but runs right into the boot.
Whoa! That's going to do it, Brady. That's got to be the end. And no! Moore's still with the fight.
That Rough Rider-like maneuver, he told me he calls that the twisted tea bag.
The what?
Twisted tea bag.
Hey, this is a PG show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Anyway, with the action.
You're not a fan of Earl Grey tea?
I don't think he's referring to Earl Grey tea. And I think that Morris is going to need a big cup of caffeine after this match is said and done, because he is slow to make it back to his feet after the beating Taleta has put on Morris in the last couple seconds of this matchup. This is back and forth, man.
And you see now blocking the right hands is Brian Morris. Looking for a little momentum here. Perhaps took a little too long. And wow!
Talk about a clothesline with authority. Talking about putting some respect on it.
But again, given everything that Brian Morris has been giving Vinny Taleta in this match, is it wise to go back to this trash talk? And now...
Oh, wait, big sunset flip.
Sunset flip here, 2 and 3.
Burgundy! Morris has redeemed himself here. Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 11 minutes, 29 seconds. The winner of this bout, the new guy, Brian Morris.
The new guy, Brian Morris, pulls off the upset, perhaps of the century. But Burgundy, he looked great in there.
He most certainly did, and he got his first victory here in the MFPW. And I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more here from the new guy, Brian Morris, in due time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for our next bout, we want to welcome you wherever you are live streaming this amazing pre-show action here tonight from the world-famous Monster Factory. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of the movement. Thank you for being with us through thick and thin. And man, Burgundy, I can't wait to see what's next.
Yep, whether it's via the MF Network, whether it's over on YouTube, whether it's on Twitch.tv, we appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you being here, Burgundy. I hate to admit it, but I kind of do.
Beg your pardon?
Hey, forget about it, Burgundy. You know what that means.
I most certainly do.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from the streets of South Philadelphia, at a 201 grip of 405 pounds, the Blye Movement Proxy, legit Jimmy Conway, SPF, South Philly Finest.
Well, there you see him, Burgundy. Two of the most decorated superstars in the tag team division of the MFPW. No stranger to a real big fight feel, and no stranger to showing and feeling that they need some respect. It's South Philly's finest.
They most certainly are. They're looking to regain the MFPW tag team titles. It's been a little bit since they have been in action together here. Jimmy coming back from an injury, but we've seen Luca Brasi, the line, in singles competition.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of uncharted territory, but they are back. They look as good and debonair as ever, and if you don't put some respect on their name, they'll make sure that you do by the end of the night, if you know what I'm talking about, Burgundy.
I most certainly do. Westfield Kelly, the problem you can't fix. Very emphatic about that 6'2", 210 pounds.
Yeah, I see it on the back of his shirt there. 6'2", 210 pounds. Man, that's a pretty good size for a pro athlete here in the MFPW. But I mean, let's not take the gent Jimmy Conway lightly. Look at the size of Conway. Wait, is he powdering up? What was he, LeBron James? Oh my! We talk about this being an all-family show, and there you go. You see South Philly's finest wasting no time to put the boots to this unlikely tandem.
Well, hey, I mean, it helps absorb the sweat. I mean, the sweat
you don't need to
everywhere.
justify the Jester, Burgundy. Just call the fight.
All right, well, South Philly's finest already on the offense here is the line Luca Brasi, just lining those forearms up against the chest of Jimmy the Jester. And a nice gator roll over to the corner, and this is where the advantage goes to South Philly's finest. They have been a tag team for quite a bit of time. They certainly know all the subtle nuances of one another. They've traveled up and down the road together, whereas this is the first time that Westfield Kelly and Jimmy the Jester have been put together. And, oh, wait a minute, looking perhaps for that fish hook from Davy, and ooh.
I don't think the referee saw there was a big hand of hair involved in that. But you talk about South Philly's finest and all their accomplishments and how they work so well as a team. They are like a fine cheesesteak with caramelized onions. The longer it sits in your system, the more you enjoy it. And there's a cover. No, only a 2 count. But these guys have been, like you said, up and down the road. Well vetted here in the MFPW for sure. They've held MFPW tag team gold.
But you have to look into the hunger factor, especially of a young competitor like a Westfield Kelly. Almost as hungry as you've made me talking about those cheesesteaks.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I might have to go there after the night's all said and done. But I'll tell you, I'm interested to see how Westfield Kelly does in a situation like this. Does he have what it takes to be a tag team competitor? Like you said, the pairing of him and Jimmy the Jester, it's kind of a mixed bag. You don't know what you're going to get with Jester, but there's a sunset flip. Go for the cover.
1, 2, and no.
Whoa.
Ooh! And the line with a clothesline and a beauty. And now focusing on the right arm, but just in reach of a tag. And there's the elbow drop as well to the prone Jester. And now just laying in those right forearms is the gent Jimmy Conway.
This is your boy!
Yeah, he ain't my boy. I mean, ooh! He talks about respect, but blatant disrespect by the hands of the gent, quote-unquote, Jimmy Conway. And now, ooh, Brasi with some offense of his own, going for that cover, Burgundy.
Well, looking for the victory and not able to get it there, but the point of the elbow, that was hitting that right shoulder, right where he was stretching out the arm prior to tagging Jimmy Conway in. So just very pinpoint offense on the part of the tandem. Oh! South Philly's finest, and
a little bit of a jaw-breaking situation there now. Brasi able to get the tag. Conway able to stop Jester from making the tag. Trying to drag him back to the middle of the ring. Could we be... Oh, wait, going right back to the corner.
All the way to the corner. That's good tag team fundamentals. Isolating the ring, keeping your opponent near your partner so that way you can tag in and out, and more importantly, keep him from getting his fresh partner in.
And there you see the gent, Jimmy Conway, just gloating and basking in the glory and spotlight of being here on 11. And I'll tell you what, Jester, he's looking like he's in bad shape. But he's here, Westfield Kelly, trying to get this factory crowd behind Jimmy the Jester. And, oh, forget about it, says Bratzi.
Front chancery looking for a suplex to the outside?
Is that even legal? Wait a minute. Whoa, Jester. Oh, whoa. Almost dumps Bratzi right on his head. And now Jester able to make the tag to Kelly. Kelly, the legal man. One shot sends Bratzi down. Whoa.
What a back body drop.
Big back body drop indeed, up and over. Wait a minute. I don't think the referee didn't see the tag.
Well, Jimmy Conway having the referee distracted in the corner, and now this allows for the double team.
You talk about the experience, Burgundy, and I mean, it might be an underhanded tactic, but it is getting the job done as Bratzi, again, just annihilating Jester. Wow, you talk about experience, Burgundy. You talk about a well-oiled machine. South Philly's finest, you got to believe, are among the top of the tag teams here in the MFPW.
They most certainly are, and speaking of among the top tag teams, we have the tag team titles on the line later tonight as the unlikely pairing. Wait a minute. We'll get into that in a moment as we almost had a victory here for South Philly's finest.
Well, you talk about the tag team titles up for grabs here when we are on 11 later tonight. And you got to wonder what that does for South Philly's finest. If they were to get a victory here tonight, where does it put them in contention for the tag team gold?
Well, it is certainly interesting. I'm sure. Well, I don't know who they'd prefer to face. I mean, you have Royal Money and LSG. Is wait a minute, near side Cradle? No, only two. You have Royal Money and LSG who won Tag Team Turmoil and defeated the Golden Era for those tag titles. But then you have the Golden Era, they're going to regain that gold back.
Well, yeah, but right now, Jester's trying to regain some composure, and he does, Burgundy! Tagging Kelly in. Kelly's the legal man. This time the referee sees the tag. And Westfield Kelly, using his size, his power, and his strength, spinning the gent around and around.
Airplane spin.
Round and round we go. Big boot to Bratzi. And Westfield is in control of this match. He's a one-man wrecking machine, Burgundy.
He most certainly is. But don't take your eye off the prize just yet there, young fella.
Well, it looks like Jester now trying to regain some composure in the corner of the ring, and Westfield Kelly taking extreme measure and taking his time to get Bratzi up. Oh, the power and the strength gets Bratzi up. Manhandles him. Oh, but did Bratzi just rake the eye?
It looked like he might have caught a little bit of the thumb to the eye there. The referee,
referee
aware of it.
We didn't see that either. This referee's as blind as the day's long. Wait, there's a powder, Burgundy. The referee didn't see it. Referee didn't see it. Westfield Kelly dumping the gent Jimmy Conway the outside. Bratzi in trouble, Burgundy. Oh!
What a spine buster.
Indeed,
1,
2, and 3.
There it is.
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 7 minutes, 9 seconds. Here are your winners, Jimmy the Jester and the problem, Westfield Kelly.
Well, you talk about Westfield Kelly, a.k.a. the problem. The only problem I saw, Burgundy, is that this referee couldn't see a damn thing tonight.
Well, there was that residue of the powder, but unable to tell from whom it came. And, well, the victory stands here for the unlikely duo, that feels like a theme tonight, of Jimmy the Jester and the problem Westfield Kelly.
Well, you got to wonder what this is going to do for South Philly's finest among the ranks of the tag teams here in the MFPW. Perhaps it's back to the drawing board. But I'll tell you what, Burgundy, we still got a ton of action here. When we are on 11, right now we are on the pre-show. And Burgundy, I can't wait to see a personal favorite of mine in a Mr. Davy Blye. Gonna be in action coming up.
Yeah, Davy Blye. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about him as he comes out here, but also still to come, we have the middleweight medallion on the line. Marvelous, who has been on a heck of a roll. He'll be defending against Daniel Alexander, who is just absolutely dynamic.
Well, I'll tell you what, the middleweight medallion Burgundy, that is, how do I put it? It's one of those things where young upstarts here in the MFPW, they look to that medallion as a way to establish themselves as serious contenders, and they bring that high flying style. But I'll tell you what, Burgundy, there's an ominous tone here in the Monster Factory Arena right now.
There is, and you mentioned looking at. Let's take a look to Derek T. Lewis.
Scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Oceanside, New York, weighing 285 pounds, the Miasma Zach Ramses.
The Miasma Zach Ramses certainly has a very interesting look about him. I had the chance to speak with him a little bit earlier today, and he said that he's kind of the updated version of the classic big man. He's very colorful, but also very powerful and potent.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, you know what, Burgundy? Actions speak louder than words. And a man of very few words, but a lot of action, is our man, Davy Blye.
Yeah, Davy Blye last time out, falling just shy of beating Royal Money. Good friend of his, Money, felt that Davy Blye, with all the work that he's done here at the MFPW behind the scenes.
Yeah, he looks brilliant, man. He looks like he's been putting in the work, transformed his body, got a new mental attitude. A little swagger there, too.
Well, on top of that, I mean, the things that aren't really seen. I mean, for a long time, he has been the audio coordinator here at the MFPW.
Well, you know, Burgundy, one of the things to shed some light behind the scenes is a thing called paying dues. And if anyone's paid dues in this business, it's this kid, Davy Blye.
He absolutely has. But Davy has his work cut out for him here.
Oh! Ducking those shots and
But looking for those haymakers, and Blye just getting some jabs into the stomach.
yeah, it looks like he's just kind of toying with Ramses a little bit. Pushes Blye back.
Low Blye jumping over the top.
Yeah, but you know,
Miasma.
but I'll tell you what, Burgundy, Ramses landed on his feet on the outside. It shows the agility of a big man like that.
Oh, but Blye charging in a little bit. And,
big boot. Took the words right out of your mouth, Burgundy.
You most certainly did, and there's a drop of the elbow. And
and you hear what this crowd feels like in relation to Ramses. Tell them exactly how they feel. Now, Davy Blye trying to fight his way back from the bottom here.
we hear the referee admonishing Ramses, trying to get Davy Blye off the ropes, and Blye in a bit of a hurt way here. The crowd trying to get behind Davy here.
Yeah, but Davy needs to get behind Davy. He needs to bring some new fight feel, some life to himself. He looks like he is dead on his feet there, Burgundy. Ooh!
Well, now some words for the referee here. Oh, rolling him out to the middle.
Yeah, you see, Ramses now looks like he's just playing a game of cat and mouse with Blye. Oh, cocky pin, doesn't even get a one. Davy able to kick out before the one. That's just arrogance. And you know what, Burgundy? As big as you are, as tough as you are, we've seen time and time again, it is any athlete's match at any given time here in the MFPW. You don't want to take your opponent lightly.
Well, now working here on the trapezius.
And now Davy trying to fight his way back up into this match yet again. But again, it's Ramses just throwing with blatant disregard his opponent to the mat. And a blatant side of disrespect, Burgundy.
Well, apparently Ramses is the one who feels that Davy is being disrespectful by continuing to show fight, continuing to get up, continuing to kick out. And here's a 2 count as Davy Blye gets the right shoulder up.
Well, the right shoulder certainly isn't the wrong shoulder, as Blye is still in this matchup despite the punishment he's received. Well, Ramses has got to pay. He better pay attention to what's going on in the ring and not what's going on outside the ring.
A little practicing what he preaches here, and now a couple of shots to the midsection here. It seems to be Blye's focus. Ooh, but that back elbow putting him down again.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing fancy about Ramses, but what he does well and effectively. And as you can see, he's going for the cover, hooks the leg, and that's going to do it. No, and Blye was able to kick out.
And you can see signs of frustration being shown here from the big man.
And signs of life by Blye, as he is still, again, in this matchup. But there you see now, Ramses wrenching at the neck of Blye.
Looking for some momentum here. Blye trying to fight it off, and now the pace quickens a bit, and...
Spear!
What a spear!
Spear!
Just launching his body at Ramses.
Spear, Burgundy!
When you're giving up almost 75 pounds to your opponent, sometimes you just have to utilize whatever you can.
And I'll tell you what, you got to wonder how much of that spear took out of Blye, because he is slow to get to his feet. Was it the beating? Was it the amount of energy exerted to execute the spear? Both men now back to their feet, and we are back to square one.
Well, now here's a splash into the corner. Now over to the other side, looking for it again, and he hits it again.
That one's gonna sting, Burgundy. Big boot now. Whoa!
Flapjack!
Looks like he may have got all of it. You see Ramses grabbing at his gut there, but Blye not going for the cover.
Well, he's been around long enough to know that he still has to bring a little bit more to the table to the big man here to put him away, and was perhaps looking for it there.
Wait a minute.
What a choke slam!
Choke slam! I felt that all the way over here. Ramses with the cover, hooks the leg. Oh, and
the
three.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 5 minutes, 25 seconds. Here is your winner,
Well, whether you love him, whether you hate him, Burgundy, Zach Ramses gets the victory, gets the pinfall here tonight on the pre-show. What an impressive showing.
Yeah, he calls himself the miasma, which he says is an overpowering dark force, and well, the more you fight against it, the worse you're going to get, and we certainly saw that and then some. But a gallant effort nonetheless from Davy Blye.
A salute to the fans. Blye showing his sign of respect and admiration for them just as much as they did him here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, we want to take this opportunity in this moment to thank you for joining us on tonight's live stream, whatever platform you are streaming from tonight. We just appreciate that you are here, that you are part of the movement, that you are here with the Monster Factory and the MFPW. We thank you. And as I say that, Burgundy, we got our big man Derek coming back to the ring to announce the final match of our pre-show here tonight. There you see Foxx Vinyear. Tell you what, man. Talk about it. One of the common theme here tonight is people looking like $1 million. Look at this guy.
Yeah, certainly very well traveled is Foxx Vinyear.
No stranger to the MFPW.
But it has been at least a little bit. This is the first that we've seen him in about a year and a half.
Well, you got to wonder, Burgundy, with that time off, is there going to be some rust? Like, you say he's well traveled, but he hasn't been competing here in the MFPW. And one thing that's good is knowing your opponents, knowing the opposition, but then again, a prize fighter, an athlete of experience such as Vinyear should be able to get the job done. But wow, look at this guy.
Weighing 240 pounds, he is the Nightwolf, Remo Wade.
The Nightwolf, Remo Wade. Well, he's certainly pretty well put together.
Yeah, and again, right in the face of Vinyear, right off the bat. I'll tell you what, guy looks like he's one HE double hockey stick of an athlete, but let's see how he compares to the experience of a certain Foxx Vinyear here in the MFPW.
We shall certainly see. A rather colorful attire, that is for sure. That's
what I was saying. It looks, it looks like $1 million. But do not take away from Wade. Pound for pound, this guy looks like a thoroughbred.
He certainly does, and looks like he's got, at least in the early going, a bit of a leverage advantage. But you see a lock up there, and well, you can see Foxx saying, "Not as strong as me." It looks like they're going to test one another again here.
Another lockup. Oh, and both men perhaps equally matched. You hear the smack talking going on. Oh, wait. Well, there's a gym in the locker room, Vinyear. You could have. Now is not the time to work out when you have a match. All right, going rep for rep. We got ourselves a push-up competition.
You never know what you're going to see here in the MFPW.
That's an understatement, Burgundy. Oh, now the hood's up, and Foxx Vinyear looks like he's ready for business. Oh, there's a big knee right to the midsection, and just like that, Vinyear takes control of this matchup.
You hear him saying, "Buy my album, please."
Buy his album? What?
I haven't heard that kind of promotion since
me.
You, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, you're stealing my gimmick, kid. But back in the ring, we see Wade driving those clotheslines into the corner. Very light on his feet, I gotta say. Big whip into the corner.
Now hip toss as well.
Hip toss is in stereo, says Wade. Has him hooked, Burgundy. Whoa! Talk about a vertical.
Yeah, T-bone suplex there, but only gets a 1 count. And Remo Wade, the Nightwolf, in control here, at least for the moment. A boot to the midsection from Foxx Vinyear, the leader of his band, Zoo Green 6.
Ooh. Big back elbow. And now,
suplex to the near side of the ring here. And
I'll tell you what, as colorful as Vinyear is, and as much as you would think that maybe he doesn't take this seriously, this guy is a seasoned vet in that squared circle, and you are seeing him do what he does best right now, as he has complete control over Wade in this one-on-one matchup.
Now draping the arm over the bottom rope there, around the bottom rope, and you can see favoring that arm is the Nightwolf.
Ooh! Big headbutt. Vibranium? I didn't even know that was a thing.
I remember that one on the periodic table, and only a 1 count.
Tell you what, with only getting a 1 count, you got to believe that the Nightwolf has some fight left in him. They're still gassing that tank. Ducks the clothesline. Oh! And there you see Vinyear again, just driving that knee right into the midsection. Perhaps making quick work of
Lateral
weight.
press, and again, just a 1 count.
Going for another cover, hooks the leg. And another one, Burgundy.
Well, Remo Wade knowing the instincts and just immediately kicking out upon feeling any kind of pressure laying down on the upper chest there, trying to keep those shoulders to the mat.
And now you hear this Paulsboro crowd trying to get behind Remo Wade, the Nightwolf, trying to give him some motivation, some inspiration, trying to fight his way back. And now, some big strikes.
Those right hands now over to the ropes. And a clothesline.
And another. And again, Burgundy, just like that, the tables have turned. Big body slam.
What a scoop and a slam. Here's the hook of the leg. 2 and no.
But did you notice, Burgundy? A 2 count. Unlike Wade, who only kicked out at 1, Vinyear took 2. Could that be just him getting beaten up? Or could that be him just taking an extra moment to breathe? You wonder these things.
It's very hard to say. And now, suplex.
Wow. Belly to back sends Wade flying. And we are back to square one.
Oh, but wait a minute. Slammed down. Falling with him. Quick cover. And only 2. Remo Wade following through on that slam and was right in position for the cover, and that got yet another 2. Not quite enough to put him away for the 3.
Ducks the clothesline. Tries to trip him up, but to no avail. And
what a power slam. 2 and 3.
Wow. Just like that, Burgundy.
He calls that Topanga Unchained.
38-10, the winner of this bout, Foxx Vinyear!
Well, there you see Foxx Vinyear getting the victory over Remo Wade. And Burgundy, what a way to kick off tonight's action with what unbelievable pre-show, Burgundy. I mean, we have seen it all here tonight, and we are just getting started. Ladies and gentlemen, do not turn your eyes away, because still to come tonight is our main attraction when the MFPW is on 11. And Burgundy, we are live, and when we are live, I am digging it the most.